Now, we talked about this yesterday. During yesterday's MJ Morning Show, we mentioned this in the last couple of minutes of the show. And I said, you know what? I want to mention this, and then maybe we'll go back to it tomorrow. And here we are, because I wanted to spend a little more time. Michelle brings this up. I'm doing preparation on Sunday night. I'm prepping for the Monday show, and Michelle comes across this story that pops up in her news feed on her phone, and she says, hey, do you know about the Sunday Scaries? I'm like, I don't know, was it a horror movie on some cable channel or something? And she said, no, it's people that get all kinds of anxiety on Sunday because they're anxious for the new week, for the workday to begin again on Monday. And I'm like, no, I never heard the term the Sunday Scaries. And Michelle sends me this story from something called Get Pocket, Sunday Night Anxiety, How to Alleviate the Sunday Scaries. There's nothing quite like feeling of dread which creeps in on a Sunday evening, despite your best attempts to push away thoughts of the week ahead to make the most of your time off and forget about work just a little while longer. This is where the Sunday Scaries come in. We're talking about the Sunday night anxiety, or the Sunday Scaries, as it's often called, a form of anticipatory anxiety, a type of anxiety characterized by an overwhelming feeling of dread about something that's due to happen.
All right, this is a real thing. The Cleveland Clinic, MJ, has a post of 8 symptoms of the Sunday Scaries. Sometime in the middle of the day or the evening on Sunday, this is what you can expect if you suffer from this.
These are bullet points.
Yeah.
Sounds like
symptoms.
these people are just depressed.
A racing heartbeat, sweating, difficulty breathing, trembling.
Oh, my God.
Upset stomach.
All right, these people are getting abused at work.
Hey, Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, right.
Trouble sleeping, headache, and in extreme cases, depression or a heart attack.
Oh, my God.
What, because you got to go back to work tomorrow on Monday?
Where are they working?
All right, we got to go to phones on this. All right, we got a couple of calls at the very end of the show, and I squeezed in a couple. Didn't I take a couple of calls on this, or did I dream that?
No, you dreamed it because you just didn't mention.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Well, maybe it's something else that I took calls on. All right, so let's take some calls on this. Do you experience these Sunday Scaries? Do you suddenly have all this anticipation and like heart palpitations?
Maybe Harvey Weinstein's secretary went through this.
All right.
But who else?
Let's go to phones on this. Do you suffer from the Sunday Scaries? 800-990-1047. That's the number to get in. 800-990-1047. You know, I'll admit that sometimes on a Sunday, I don't sweat or have a heart attack, but sometimes on a Sunday, I'm like, oh man, I gotta kind of come up with a little list or a little outline of what we're gonna do on the show tomorrow. I mean, that's happened through the years, but I don't think I've ever had any kind of an anxiety attack. I've never had an anxiety attack. You know, when you have people that are going, and they're huffing, I've never had what I think is an anxiety attack.
You'd know if you had one.
All right, let's go to phones. Do you suffer the Sunday Scaries? Do you get all bent out of shape? Do you start sweating, racing heartbeat, sweating, difficulty breathing, trembling, upset stomach, trouble sleeping, heart attack,
Diarrhea?
headache?
I mean, it could be.
All right, I want to go to the Sunday Scary lines right now. 800-990-1047. And Michelle sent me the story Sunday while we're on the couch just watching TV. And she's like, have you ever gotten the Sunday Scaries? I'm like, what the hell's that? And I said, no. All right, phones are loaded here. So try to get in. 800-990-1047. All right, before I hit line 1, yes, Rox.
I don't have the Sunday Scaries because my kids wear me out so much over the weekend. I'm kind of happy to go from one jail to the next jail. And so...
Whoa, wait a second.
You're calling us jail?
Hold on. First of all, you're calling time with your kids and at home jail?
I'm kidding.
And then coming into the studio and working with us doing the morning show, that's another jail?
Or is this going into the hole?
No, that's not what's happening here.
Putting you in the shoe.
Okay, but seriously, I don't get the Sunday Scaries because I just enjoy wherever I am at that
What is
moment.
this, Shawshank to you?
But I do notice on Monday, I have taken note, and I sweat more on Monday.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and so I first I was, don't make any crass jokes about I'm sweating the alcohol out because
No
it's not
crash
that.
jokes.
It's not that. Because I don't even drink as much on the weekends. I drink more during the week.
You're sweating the heroin out. You're coming off of. Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. And we'll give you the latest on subtropical storm Nicole. And again, the models just keep pushing further away from the Tampa Bay area. So we'll give you the latest on Nicole. You know, they say we're going to have maybe up to an inch of rain and some wind, but it shouldn't be a massive event. Dennis Phillips should join us in about an hour from ABC Action News. Let's go to phones. Let's start with Ryan in Tampa. Ryan, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going? Good morning, guys.
Morning, Ryan.
So I just graduated college this past May, and we have a little bit of a different take on the Sunday Scaries. So to me, when I hear Sunday Scaries, I think that's what happens when you black out on Saturday night and you have a ton of anxiety about how you acted the night before.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
There's possibly multiple definitions. However,
Wow.
That's called being an alcoholic.
yeah, once you leave college and actually get a real job, you'll have a different
I actually call that the sheepish Sundays. When you black out and do things you don't remember, and then you wake up on Sunday and you feel sheepish.
Ryan, so you graduated in May, and what did you graduate with? What kind of a degree?
I graduated with a finance degree.
And where did you go?
I went to Ohio State.
Oh, wow. Good school. And have you landed a job?
I have, but I actually started a new one at the end of the month.
Nice.
All right. So you didn't like your first job and you got a new job.
Well, it's not that I didn't like it. I got a better opportunity from a really established firm. So,
Wow. So how much of a pay raise?
about 20%.
Go Buckeyes, man.
Go. Ryan, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Did you
for
say
calling.
gope?
Hey, Ryan, thanks for checking in. Let's grab Billy's in Port Richey. Billy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Sunday Scaries. Do you get them?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Billy, tell me about the Sunday Scaries that you get.
It was more of a dread. I would just dread that text message, dread that the whole week, and if I worked the weekend, that would suck too. That would.
You can say
You can say
suck.
that.
Suck is okay. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. It was just I don't do it no more, so I just could identify with it. I had that company that the main man was just ruthless, just mean to you. And
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know if it was a complex he had or what, but you just didn't want to be with that company, and most people didn't.
And did you walk away finally?
I have, yeah. I got like a 50% pay raise,
And you don't have like the Sunday Scary boss anymore. Hey, buddy, thanks for the call. How about Kimber? Kimber is phoning in from Newport Richey. Hey, Kimber, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Let's talk Sunday Scaries. Do you get them?
I do. Good morning, guys, and Roxanne.
Good morning.
So I never knew they were called Sunday Scaries, but I've been in sales for 25 years, and every Sunday night I just worry about my upcoming week. It's like, I got to make sure I remember to do this, and I got to call this client, and I got to close this, and I got to do that, and I can never sleep on Sunday night. It's horrible. Horrible.
Wow. So you get what? The anticipatory anxiety?
Right. Yep.
All right.
That's exactly right.
Kimber,
Yep.
thanks. Appreciate it. And this hasn't changed. It, no matter how many years tick by, it's the same thing.
Well, honestly, I have gotten better about it. Someone told me that when you have these thoughts to write them down. So now I've got a piece of paper by my bed on Sunday nights, and I write down things. So it has gotten better, but it's still, I'm still up writing everything I got to do for the week. And now I'm in a different sales. I'm selling insurance now for AAA, so it's it's a little plug there. But anyway, but yeah, it's
Okay.
there's a better system for what I have to do there. I've always worked from home, and now I'm in an office.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad that your mental health has improved. And Kimber, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. All right, I'm going to take a couple more here. Brian is in Land O'Lakes. And Andrew, with all the calls that are on hold, I'm going to cap it there because I got to move on. Let me grab Brian, Land O'Lakes, MJ Morning Show. Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey there.
I used to have those Sunday scares because I had a boss at the time that he was anal retentive with everything, every detail. He's extremely detailed. So, the font in the email had to be a proper size.
Oh, micromanager.
It was like I would lose sleep at night.
I said 14-point font, not 12-point font.
I would be docked for stuff like that.
Really?
Like my Excel sheet had to be the proper width, proper column width.
I said 7 columns, not 6.
Pretty much, man. Anxiety was, I've never dealt with
I
that.
said blue tabs, not green.
It was exactly like that. And then, HR, you would document everything. So, the emails, everything, Excel documents, it was insanity. I've never dealt with anything like that in the past. So got rid of that job, got a better job. And it really truly is about who you're working for. So I'm doing a lot better now. But I remember those days. It was a nightmare.
Dreaded going to work. Thank you, Brian. All right, I'm going to take 3 more calls. April is in Palm Harbor. April, MJ Morning Show. Sunday Scaries. I never heard of this term until Michelle told me about it this past Sunday night.
What rock have you been living under?
And Michelle didn't know it either. Michelle, she found a story on Sunday night about the Sunday Scaries, while we're watching TV, and she says, hey, take a look at the article I just sent you. All right, April, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, everybody. I'm in the same boat. I had never heard that there was an actual term for it. But my former employer, I worked for a CEO who was extremely toxic and manipulative, and it would even start on Saturday night because I would start thinking about what was coming and how I was going to have to go in and deal with her, and it was just psychological, hell. So
oh my God.
I definitely think it's psychological.
Now, April, what kind of job was this?
I worked for a nonprofit in the executive team.
God, so a nonprofit, you'd think that the nonprofit's there to help people out, and your boss was like a terrorizing Godzilla?
Yeah, it was horrible. Got some news coverage, too, on her. I left shortly before she resigned.
Hold on, there was news coverage on her being a terror?
Yeah, toxic work environment.
Really?
Yeah, MJ, a lot of this Sunday Scaries goes back to just dreading what you do for a living.
And the people. It's the people.
Or the boss.
It's
April.
like Fester.
Or dreading the people you work with, right?
Think back to when we were young, Fester, and when we were in our early 20s, we worked for MJ, and he was going through his jerk stage.
Oh,
Please stop it. You didn't have
Sundays were like,
Yeah, get out of here.
Jerk phase was like 15
Hey,
years.
April, is this nonprofit like a well-known place that we'd all have heard of?
Probably not.
I got you.
Okay.
All right, April, thanks for the call, and hopefully you're much better off and your mental health has improved.
Oh, yeah, tremendously, 100%. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening. All right, Alicia's in Tampa. Alicia, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey.
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 Yeah, I can't work anymore, unfortunately. I was a nurse. But every Sunday, starting in midday, didn't matter where I worked, I couldn't. I'd throw up. It was horrible.
Oh,
Hold on,
no.
you would throw up with the Sunday Scaries?
Yes, never heard the term, I didn't know. I know about anxiety, but not anticipatory anxiety. And I'm a nurse.
Wow. Alicia,
Yeah,
are you still in the medical field?
I can't work anymore. I got sick.
All right.
But, yeah.
Well, Alicia, I wish you the best, and thank you for listening. Hopefully we make you a little better every morning.
Feel better.
Oh, yeah, you do. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Alicia. All right, last call, and then we got to move on. Leslie is in St. Pete. Maybe it's Leslie, our comptroller down the hall. I don't know.
She gets them.
Leslie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, I used to get the Sunday Scaries all the time being a former teacher, and I think a lot of teachers do get the Sunday Scaries because we spend so much time planning getting ready for the week, and we're thinking, oh, did we forget this? Did we forget that? Did we group the kids correctly? We got all these tests coming up.
Yep.
So I think teachers get it a lot.
Well, for everybody, it's typically back to work on Monday for not everyone, but a lot of people. And then teacher, I guess it's so structured that you're back to school at an exact time on, Monday morning. So, and did you overcome it?
Well, I ended up quitting about 2 years ago and opening up my own business.
Oh, so you quit teaching?
So I did.
Very good.
What kind of business did you open up?
I opened up a quilt shop in Clearwater. So it's so fun and nice and relaxing.
And you're making quilts?
Selling fabric.
Wow.
Selling fabric. Yeah.
All right.
So nice. Yep.
Screw Michaels and Joanne's.
When I think of quilts, I just think of just a whole bunch of raviolis being put together.
Oh, delicious.
Just like ricotta stuffed ravioli.
I've never fat kid.
Yeah,
Leslie, what's the name of your fabric shop? Since Boca Bargoons closed down, I need a new place.
Rainbows and Quilt Shop in Clearwater. We're right off of Northeast Coachman and Belcher.
Yeah, hey, warning, Mark Zallis will be there when the place opens up, knocking on your door.
Rainbow!
Hey, I heard you mention your quilt shop on the MJ Morning Show. You want to buy some ads?
Hi, this is MJ. Rainbow Quilt Shop. The pride of Clearwater.
Hey, Leslie, thanks for calling in.
Thanks. Bye.
Have you heard of the people who have sundowners where they get depressed when the sun goes down?
Really?
They get scared and anxiety. Yeah, that's like, I guess, a more extreme version.
We mentioned this whole Sunday Scaries at the last portion of the MJ Morning Show yesterday. I brought this up on Monday. I just thought it was, on a Monday to bring up the Sunday Scaries because it's for Monday that people get scared. So I mentioned this in the last couple of minutes of the show yesterday, and I know what it was. I got a bunch of email and I got a bunch of social media things. I printed this off of my Instagram, and it came from Jackie. And Jackie said, hi, MJ. Yes, there is something called the Sunday Scaries. I have it every Sunday, and I have to take melatonin every Sunday evening to help me sleep. It's awful. LOL. Have a great week.
That's a beat.
So every other day she sleeps like a baby.
There you go, the Sunday Scaries.
Yeah, a lot of people texting say they throw up on Sunday.
God, what a bunch of weenies.
Really?
Man up and go to work.
Oh, man. It's Sunday. I'm thinking about going to work on Monday. And you know what? I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings and having lunch, and I got to go to work on Monday.
Trying to watch a bus game, you puke all over your TV.
There's a new sauce.